Last week I didn't spend any money out of my bank account because the money that we took to Mexico was money out of our savings. We took a last minute trip to Mexico. But the thing is, I didn't use any of the money out of my bank account basically. So whatever I was getting paid, that I got paid, it's just sitting there. So what I'm trying to find a piece of paper. Why is it so hard? Here's a receipt. Oh, here's another receipt. Oh, this is a Winco food receipt. Okay, that's perfect. I gotta be really careful about what I spend on, because if my husband's not working right now. We did submit the claim for unemployment, but he's in Mexico, so he's not gonna be getting unemployment until he comes back. For right now, I want to be really careful about what I spend, so I'm gonna make a grocery list. Look, I'm using a receipt because I just didn't have time to make a grocery list. I'm making one right now. So I had some ribeye frozen in the fridge, and I took it down to defrost, and also some pork chops. So let me make a list right now, and then what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be writing down exactly how much money I spend for this week. Friday is payday, so I will do a weekly spend, including gas, toiletries, groceries. I did go to Goodwill today and I spent $27, so I'll put that down there. But I want to stay on budget. Or again, my husband's unemployed. We're on a one income, so household. So let's see, I'm gonna get some eggs, but I want to eat healthy and good. Eggs, cottage cheese, but still on a budget. Eggs, cottage cheese, some fruit. I want to get, I don't know about bacon. I'm gonna put a question mark on it. I'm not sure. I do have a little bit of sourdough left for the rest of this week, and then I want to get some asparagus and potatoes for my ribeye. So I'm gonna get asparagus and potatoes to go with my ribeye. Oh, I need to get some tomatoes because you always need tomatoes. Some sour cream and cheese. I will be making some sopes, some dry beans, uncooked dry beans. I have a lot of masa, so I'm gonna make sopes. Ooh, some lettuce for my sopes because I love sopes with a lot of lettuce. So that will be like, I'll put some veggies on there, some lettuce, tomato, onions on my sopes. Yogurts for like dessert, maybe granola if I can find a good price. I'm gonna put carrots and celery, and I'll probably get some chicken to make like a chicken soup with a lot of veggies. I'm just craving that. I have a lot of rice at home and I have a lot of pasta. I don't think I'm making pasta this week. I know on Thursday I go to work and I have that salad, but I am trying to be, I don't know if I should get a salad kit. Yeah, that's the problem with coming to the store and not having a meal plan. Carrots, celery. Let's do it right now, actually, so that way you can see how you can, if you spend a few minutes outside of the grocery store to get prepped. So we're just going to do meals. So today's Monday. So Tuesday, I'm going to have my ribeye with asparagus and potato. That's going to be my meal. And then, oh, my light is here. Wednesday, I'm going to make sopes. Thursday, it's office day. I usually have a salad at the office, so I'll probably just have something really light. Let's see. Carrot, celery. Ooh, I'm gonna make some lentils on Thursday. And then on Friday, oh, I'm gonna get some cheese for quesadillas. Mozzarella cheese. That's a good question. What I'm gonna eat on Friday? From what I have at the house, cottage cheese, asparagus, potatoes. I could make some huaraches, or should I make the chicken soup? Oh, I can make tacos dorados with chicken soup. So that way I use up, see, this is the way I plan. That way if I have 2 meals, then I use up the sour cream and the cheese, and they don't go bad because I only use them for 1 meal. So tacos dorados with chicken soup. Oh, I need to get some jalapenos so I can make some salsa. And I'm gonna get some bell peppers for snacks. So what I'm doing is I'm not necessarily fasting this week, because usually I try to fast and do the 1 meal a day, but I do 1 meal a day and a snack. And not only it helps you save money on groceries, but it helps you lose weight and stay healthy. I feel a lot better when I'm fasting. I'm not super full when I go to bed. I wake up more refreshed. I give my body time to process the food that I ate during the day without like overeating. And it saves money. And you got to be really mindful of what you eat when you do that, because you want to get the most nutrition that you can, because you only have the 1 meal. So you could do burger and fries or something, or nachos or something like that, but you don't want to be doing that on a daily basis, because it's not a good thing. Also, you want to make sure to take vitamins. I mean, look into that topic if you're new to the topic, but if you're already familiar with it, you gotta take your vitamins and make sure that you're putting all the nutrients in your body that you need, because you're only doing 1 meal a day. Oh, I just remember pink salt when I said that. One of the things that, in limes, that we do as people that we fast is we put pink salt in our water. And sometimes I put some lemon in there. So I just added that to the list. So the pink salt has electrolytes and other minerals. I think it's minerals. I don't know if it's electrolytes. Check on that. Double check. Don't just believe everything I say. But the pink salt has minerals in it, and the lime into the water, it just makes it so that you don't feel hungry, and you get some minerals in your body, and you don't get like a headache and stuff like that. So okay, I think I'm gonna go with this list that I made. I know my writing's messy, but I just wanted to show you my meal. So on Tuesday, today's Monday, on Tuesday we're gonna do ribeye with potato. On Wednesday we're gonna do sopes. On Thursday we're gonna do lentils, but I'm gonna put veggies in these lentils. I'm gonna put carrots and celery in there. And then on Friday we're gonna do doing tacos dorados with crema. Oh, with chicken soup. Sorry, I can't read my writing. But it's not just that. I'm gonna put the celery, whatever celery is left over, and carrots, and I'm gonna put a little bit of potatoes in there and a little bit of rice. So it's gonna be and then I usually put tomatoes and onions in there, and of course garlic. So my chicken soup's gonna be packed. I'm probably gonna buy like a little bit of chicken, and then what I'll do is I'll use half of it for this chicken soup, and then I'll use the other half next week or this weekend for something else. So I'm trying to be really careful of not eating out or buying takeout, just because it's easy to do so and convenient. I'm trying to really just cook at home, easy stuff, tasty stuff, and affordable stuff. So we'll see how I do with the budget this week. I can see how people, sometimes you just want to throw the towel and be like, I'm done with all this, I'm just gonna lay in bed, until I go to work, and then come back and lay in bed again, and then just watch TV all afternoon. That's kind of what we just want to do, because it's so much on our bodies, it's so much on our minds. But I think that it's worth it to do everything that I'm doing for your health, for your mind, for your money, for your budget. Because if you have a goal, that's kind of like your motivation to be good, and not just like go for the easy, like, oh, I'm gonna stop by McDonald's and get like a burger, or Burger King, or whatever, or Taco Bell. I mean, those places are now so expensive, and the food is really not good for you. It's really bad. It's bad because it used to be the cheap things, and now those cheap things they're spendy. So that's the goal here. So no, I'm gonna I might do pho, Vietnamese soup, or ramen soup with my sister on Friday, but that's like something we do every now and then. So I mean, keep a little bit of fun in your life. You don't want to be like super strict and not have any fun, and just be like perfect all the time. But do try to do your best, and the goal is not to be 100% perfect at the beginning. The goal is to start doing it, and then start getting better at it, and then motivate yourself with a goal. You gotta have a goal, because without a goal, there's no motivation for you to do it. And I'm gonna go in and do some shopping, and then I will show the receipt and the total amount that I spent on the food. So I got the pineapple, tomatoes, carrots, celery, beans, lime, mini cucumbers, and then I got a bell pepper, a red one, jalapeno peppers, one whole chicken, a green pepper, celery, one zucchini, fresh cheese, a dozen of eggs, pink salt, lettuce, some sour cream, some yogurt. That's what I use for dessert. Some cheese, onion, potatoes, a cantaloupe, and bananas. I came to the store and I'm starving. And let me tell you, it was really hard not to get something quick. But the only thing I forgot was the cottage cheese, and I had it on my list, but that's the thing. Not being all, my total was $65. You can see that. $65.54. And I got a whole chicken, and it's cheaper to just buy the whole chicken and then just cut it up yourself. If you don't know how to cut it up, you can look up videos. I learned how to cut it up from my mom, but then I kind of didn't like doing that. I hated doing that. So I stopped doing it for a while, and then when I was doing meal planning, like financial planning and meal planning, I started doing that again, and I found some really good videos. If you don't know where to start or how to do it, it's actually pretty easy, and it takes I would say 10 minutes tops. So for the money you're saving, I think it's worth it, because I was gonna get 2 thighs. They were kind of big, but it was almost $5 and 4 something. And this chicken, whole chicken, was almost $9. But the reason also why it's because it's organic farm raised chicken. A lot of meals with potatoes. And then I got some bell peppers for snacking, but you can also put them in soups and stuff. I might put some in my lentils. I'm still thinking about it. Give it that little extra crunch. And then I got celery, which celery also goes a long way. And I mean, everything else I have at home. So that's how you check what you have at home first, and then figure out what meals you're gonna make, and then just buy what you need to complete the meal, instead of just going to the store and buying everything without checking your pantry or your fridge. Go put gas in the truck right now, so we'll be adding that to my weekly spend. So this is my breakfast sandwich that I made. This is April 29th. I put some chili on it. Chipotle chile, which is becoming very popular in the US, but Mexican people have been using that chile for various things anyway. It gives things a good flavor. I made 2 eggs, and I put a tomato, some onion, and I also put butter on this bread, which is actually a bread that I had in the fridge. If you buy sandwich bread or any kind of bread and you want it to last a long time, put it in the fridge or in the freezer. And then as you take it out, you just toast it, and then it goes right back to the same consistency. So you'll have toasted bread that tastes fresh. Cooking some boiled eggs for later. Not maybe for today, but for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday as a protein snack. It's always good to have some boiled eggs. Hey, so this is what I had as a snack. It's pretty good. I recommend it 100%, especially if you're trying to be healthy. Chobani's pretty good. And if you thought this was the best part, it's not. Dinner's coming up on the next video, and you're gonna see me cook a really, really good ribeye. Hopefully I don't mess it up. See you on the next one.